Hi and welcome to Kalo. My name is Daniela Exley and I'm a naturopathic nutritionist, and today we are going to look at what toxicity is and how it affects us. So toxins are around us in our environment, in our lifestyles, in our food supply, in our water. They're pretty impossible to avoid, but there are many ways that we can minimize our overload and exposure to them. So in today's talk, I am going to talk you through what toxins actually are, how our body naturally detoxifies. We're going to look at the difference between detoxing and cleansing, certain things that might be showing up as symptoms in your body, as well as how we can support our body's natural detoxification pathways. Toxins are compounds that when they enter our bodies, they can negatively impact our health. They are found in our environment, for example, the air we breathe, or the water we drink, or the pesticides and herbicides that are found in our food supply, as well as our lifestyle factors. So whether we have too many highly processed foods in our diet, or too much alcohol, as well as non-stick pans and plastics, they all contribute to a toxic load. And then we have endotoxins. Endotoxins are produced inside our body as a result of our own metabolism. They can also be produced by overgrowths of bacteria, yeast and funguses, as well as undigested food particles. There can be a mysterious myriad of symptoms that can show up due to an over-toxic load in the body. These can be things like autoimmune diseases, brain fog, digestive issues, as well as mental health problems. But the good news is that the body has its own detoxification pathways, and there are many things we can do to support this. So the body detoxifies via the liver, that's the powerhouse of detoxification, through the kidneys. The kidneys filter out toxins through the urine. The lymphatic system draws toxins out ready for elimination. We also expel toxins out through our skin, through our sweat. And then of course we have our gut, which eliminates toxins out through the bowel. So there are many ways to support our detoxification pathways. And some common ways that you might have heard of are detoxes and cleanses. So I just want to spend a moment to clarify the difference between these two diets, essentially. So a detox is usually a 3 to 7 day intense food restriction diet. And it usually focuses on things like juicing. And this pushes the liver elimination pathways. It's very powerful. However, if someone will go into this detox from a standard Western diet, high in processed foods, alcohol, and unhealthy fats, the gut might not be ready for elimination. And in this case, the toxins that are released from the fat tissues in a detox can circulate the body without being able to be released, and this can actually cause more damage than good. So people might experience intense headaches or even sickness from going into a very full-on detox without proper support or proper preparation beforehand. On the other hand, a cleanse is a much gentler way of helping the body naturally detoxify. A cleanse will primarily look at the gut detoxification, so making sure that our gut is really healthy, that we have a thriving gut microbiome, and that we're including plenty of fiber so that we can detoxify and eliminate toxins from the gut. We also look at the lymphatic system in a cleanse, so we will stimulate lymphatic system through dry brushing, as well as through sweating out toxins through the skin. So this can be done in a gentle way. At home, it's very safe to do on your own, whereas a detox is generally recommended that you do with a professional, as oftentimes enemas are necessary as well to make sure that the elimination is happening properly. A cleanse is a great opportunity for us to learn to listen to our body. It's a great time to remove certain things that are inflammatory or toxic, but it's a great time for us to learn to rest when we need to, or to move when the body feels that it's ready to. Both detoxing and cleansing can be very beneficial in supporting our detoxification pathways, but they have different times that they need to be done at, depending on where you are on your health journey. So these are the 5 key things we can do to reduce our toxic load naturally. Okay, so number 1 is looking at our diet. So reducing highly processed foods and buying organic as much as possible will drastically reduce our toxic load. Then we need to look at hydration, drinking filtered water that supports the release of toxins through the sweat, as well as including herbal teas which can help the liver, such as nettle, dandelion, turmeric and ginger teas, as well as lemon water, can all be beneficial in supporting that liver detoxification. Exercise, movement and sweating can help us release toxins through our skin, through our sweat. So reducing our overall chemical exposure in the home can really bring down our toxic load. So we need to look at what plastics we're using in the home, whether we're still using old Teflon pans. We can address our cleaning products and see if we can switch those out for more natural ones, as well as our personal care products. We can look at what we're putting on our skin and what that's doing to our overall toxic load. And lastly, we can include some detox practices. So one of my favorite ones is using a sauna, because a sauna makes you really sweat and release a lot of toxins through the skin, through our sweat. And another one is using oil pulling. So oil pulling is an ancient Ayurvedic practice, and this is where you take a half a teaspoon of coconut oil and you swish it around your mouth like a mouthwash first thing in the morning before you even brush your teeth, and this helps draw out toxins from the bloodstream in your mouth. So you need to make sure that you spit this out into a tissue and put it in your bin rather than spitting it into your sink, because coconut oil tends to block up sinks. But this is a fantastic practice to incorporate into your routine, because not only does it draw out toxins, it's really beneficial for gum health and also for whitening teeth. Another one of my favorite things to do is to have an Epsom salt bath, because Epsom salts really help draw out toxins through the skin, and this can just be a really nice thing to do. You can add essential oils and just really luxuriate in this experience. So in order for us to minimize our toxic load and to support our body's natural detoxification pathways, my best advice is that we just take small steps. That we start with simple things like buying more organic food or swapping out some of our plastic containers, and then build on that slowly and surely over time. I hope this session has been beneficial to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.